That was
No. G-Reg, I forgot about all these.
Where's Jared?
That's what now.
Guess who's gonna lose money?
I lost. But Greg already had lost.
But you-
He said you weren't.
Okay, make sure you have some stamp paper and a pencil.
Gonna work on my presentation for 201.
Should have finished it while I was doing my 10-minute speech.
Too bad I wasn't there.
I know. Are you right there? You didn't get to see mine. But mine was weird. It was more interesting than Kyle was there. How was 2 minutes? Anything is more boring.
Ooh, Jared's here.
Anything's better. Literally anything's better than mine.
Pass that back to Victoria.
Michael, did you get your stuff after the drive?
They emailed it to me.
Hey, if you don't give them to him, I refuse to sign them.
Pass that to Kyle. Yes.
Are our grades on Sakai? Is that
No.
okay?
I can tell you your grade though.
Okay.
There we go.
Back to Michael.
That was kind of. What? Look at my right there. What did you get?
Well, she doesn't do anything.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I have an
I was gonna
88.
say, I'm gonna make sure she does that.
First time you beat me? No, not the first time. One of them.
Okay, there's several disappointing aspects to this homework. One, there are a ton of zeros. I don't think I can make any easier homework. I think that's it. I think this is as easy as it can possibly be. Okay, what were the problems in my opinion? You don't know how to resolve the dominant 7. Is this not kind of where we started this semester? Okay, let's work on that for a little while. Okay, in your mind, I think you should be able to do the following things in your mind. First, you should be able to say that this is a complete 5/7 chord with the leading tone in the soprano. Man, this is just gonna sound, I've forgotten the word. Where is my vocabulary? Never mind. Okay. The leading tone is in the soprano. Yes? It's a complete chord. There's only one insert strong language resolution to this. Okay, so there's only one blankety blank resolution to this. Okay? You say it in your head, not out loud, because that's embarrassing. Say it in your head what the resolution is. If you said that, Frederick, you're late again. And your wire's gonna break. Okay, did we understand that? Complete, incomplete. Any questions about that? You understand? Let's try different. Yay for the differences in all of us. Okay. Can you say in your head exactly what that blankety blank chord is? Okay, I'm gonna let you curse for yourself today. Teacher's not gonna curse for you. Curse for yourself. Now, what are we going to call it? What are we going to, patronizing. That was the word I was looking for. There's no way I can make this not sound patronizing today, all right? So just accept. In your head, did you say complete 5/7 chord with the leading tone in the soprano? Did you say that? Did you say that? If you did, you would know there's only one resolution to that. And incomplete, one chord with 3 roots and a third. Ever in your theory career has that chord ever done anything else? Then what's the problem? What are you waiting for to learn the most basic stuff? What are you waiting for? Or would you like to make different excuses? That'll be okay. I didn't spend enough time on it. That means yow. You are lazy. That's what that is. Yes?
You said I got that wrong,
I bet you did.
but I did the exact same thing you did.
You did?
Yeah.
You swear? Did you look at the complete, incomplete labeling? Did you label it complete and incomplete?
No, I didn't label it.
That's what's wrong, Frederick. Do you see where I circle that in the instructions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you had written it wrong, you would have 3 X's there instead of 2 X's. How many do you have? 2?
1.
1 X. Okay. Right here?
Yes,
Down here?
sir. Went down, yes, sir. That way, we said it was.
All right, let's play another one. Y'all guys. What is that one? Well, we could just. I'm very southern, born in Alabama and all. We'll go with y'all. We need another word for the other L, don't you think? Mm-hmm. I think we do. Y'all. What's the answer, y'all? I'm killing myself today. I'm sorry. Okay, in your head, you should say That's a complete 5/7 chord with the leading tone K-N-O-T in the soprano. Okay? So, this would be complete, and this would be incomplete. Okay? Those are your two answers. When the leading tone is not into the soprano of a complete 5/7 chord, you may frustrate the leading tone and move it down to the 5th or the 5, scale degree 5, to complete the 5/7 chord. We're talking about root position. If you want to do the numbers on the root position, you're going to end up with the second inversion chord, which we'll talk about in a minute. To understand, Mr. Jones was confusing everyone about that yesterday. Okay, and the last. This one's too hard, actually. It's too hard. Now, if I call that an incomplete 5/7 chord, I don't have to worry about the leading tone or anything like that, do I? Because it just naturally does what it's supposed to do. It ends up being complete just by the most natural processes, including the 5 staying on 5 in the 10th. I'll say it again. I expect you to know this. If you don't know it, make an appointment with the teacher and I'll help you out personally. Not everybody learns the same way. Okay? Some prefer the highway. I'm happy to help. This is the most interesting thing I do in my life, is the dominant 7th chord. Okay? My whole value as an individual, all the money I've made directly relates to the 5/7 chord. If you don't think I care about it, you're totally wrong. If you don't understand 5/7, you don't understand tonal music. Okay? This is for your life, children! You gotta fix this. This was a February assignment that I gave you. I gave you 3 days to do it. That's February of last year, not next year. Gotta get it. Now, the inversions, I don't know what to do at this point about that. So let's just go over them. Jam Jam, you're late again. You pick a key. And it can't be C or A. Kyle, it's on you today. I really enjoyed the, whatever that was last night. Good job. Symphonic band. I thought it was really well done. And I liked the open look of the ensemble. That was cool. Seemed to balance well. And I thought everybody did a nice job. I did. This is the best symphony band concert I've heard here, for sure, definitely. Who all was involved? Whoa. Get 'em! All right, what else are we doing this week? We got the blend ensemble, right? That's Wednesday.
Brass ensembles on
Thursday. And then, are we marching in a parade on Friday?
Yes.
How many of us are doing that?
It's all morning. We have to do it at like 7:30.
Okay, so do y'all want to meet earlier at 6?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm up at 6, believe me, I am.
I'm not.
No, that's not. Y'all can watch it on the World Wide Web. And then Friday night,
Brass ensembles.
brass ensemble.
And the basketball game.
Pep
Go
band.
to the brass ensembles concert.
How many are in the flip band?
What time's the pep band?
Why?
Sometimes the brass ensembles.
Why are we in the pep band?
Money.
Is it paid money or what? What kind of money? $1,000 a game? That's awesome. I'd play both. I would. At the end of the year,
Through shade.
if you've been a good person, you get the $1,000, or what's the criteria? 20 games, what if you get 19?
You get $50 a game.
Oh, okay. Okay, 20 and 50 a pop. I'd probably do it. Honestly, I rarely turn down money.
And it's just a check. It's not like a scholarship, so that's nice.
So it doesn't have to go to your meal ticket or whatever. All right, that's lovely. Kyle, give us a key!
B flat.
B flat.
Jesus.
Speaking of symphony band, now, also Kyle, B flat major,
Yes.
give us a 5/7 inversion. Say the numbers.
4-3.
Trevor,
What key were we?
It's G minor.
Open or closed position. That's correct. Okay, this little thing we call vocal style, I know it looks weird, but it's still vocal style. All right, now here, I do like to use the Arabic numerals for the scale degrees to solve this. I also use secondary dominants the same way to solve this. I haven't made my point. I really haven't. The figure base is still wrong. You don't seem to be able to correct the figure base. And the resolution is just weird. Always weird. I can't make my pen do anything different. Okay? That's just what happens. Now, you could do like other people in community college and think, well, the 7th, it always goes down. That's true. The 7th goes down. This always does something, and this does something, and that too. That's all we know. The 7th goes down. But do you even know what you're talking about when you say the 7th? The 7th of a root position 5/7 chord goes down. It's true. What scale degree is it? Right. 4. 4 goes to 3. 5 goes to 5. 7 goes to 1, and 2 goes to 1. Why do we not do this for root position? I'll tell you. Don't do that. Seven goes to 1, 4 goes to 3, 2 goes to 1, and 5 goes to 5. That's wrong. Yes, do you see how that is wrong? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Okay? That's why the root goes to the root. All of this other stuff does what it does. How does Dr. Durant describe a root position 5/7 chord? Is it complete? Is the leading tone in the soprano? Is it incomplete? Those are the three things. And then everything just does what it's supposed to do. Play! Let's pass the plate around. I felt sort of like one of those nasty preachers from my youth there for a minute, so just had to take a little break, and we'll tithe, and then we'll proceed. You're not gonna understand the dominance of. That's my theology. If you don't understand it, you don't understand it. Okay, let's do a minor one. Okay? Let's reuse that Happy's key signature. G minor. Okay, I've got extra lines here, it's really bothering me. All right, how do I correct the figured bass for the 8,000th time? Or at least the 8th time. No, no, no. Let's do this. You see this? That's the one that's not in the key signature, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's that number? I was responding to the person who said /3. Because people always do that. They just, okay. Let's do this one same key. This one is my favorite. If you're wondering what my favorite all-time mistake is, somebody write the figured bass for me. /1. What is the figured bass to this 5/7 chord? There's no slashes.
Yeah.
What above the bass is not in the key signature?
Nothing. I mean, it's all in there, but nothing's changed.
What's the figured bass? 6/5. 6/5.
Oh, never mind.
Why? The figured bass describes the intervals above the bass. Above the bass. Not the bass. What describes the bass? The bass describes the bass. Okay? Do you understand the difference? You need to be held accountable. Do you have parents? It's okay if you don't. The state did a poor job. Just kidding. I think you're all I really do believe you are all the big three. Okay? If you want to talk to a person, say these three things to them in any way, and it only will sound creepy because it's coming from me. Okay? All right, like your creepy uncle. You are attractive, intelligent, and talented. If you tell people that when you're engaged in conversation with them, they'll like that. People like to hear that about themselves. Y'all, I really do think you're all very attractive, intelligent, and talented. What I don't think is you can't resolve dominant 7. I think that's specifically that is your problem. I think we can fix this. Now here's the other little thing. You want to stay in the same key? Let's do. In the key of G minor, what is the figure base? It is not correct unless it is that. Okay. If somewhere else that you went to school or some other instruction that you ever received said that this was a 4-2 chord without a slash, you need to forget that. All right? Don't believe them anymore. This is the correct answer. Why? It's performance practice. If it doesn't say /4, it's an F natural, okay? And the harpsichordist would play an F natural. And you know how the ensemble directors like it when you miss an accidental. Yeah? They love it because it stands out as an augmented unison. Not good. Why should I be any different? Why should your figured bass have imperfections in it? You can't do that. Now the next thing is for all of you on the west side of the class. That, well, let's make that 6 better. My commitment to excellent Arabic numerals was not good. That's the answer to that. If it's not that, it's wrong. What's the main wrongness? Well, why wouldn't A just go to B flat? I'll tell you why. It's wrong. That's why. Please don't do that anymore. Please don't do that anymore. Just do it correctly. Okay? All right, other things that I found amazingly annoying in your homework papers were the quite obvious parallel fifths. Let's take a look at the second example. Now, I went all nuts and let y'all decide your own voicing there. Big mistake, my bad. Okay, we're on number 8, the second one, homework 8, part 2. So, now to me, if I look at this, same as you, you're looking at it too. I think in my head, 1, 2, 4, 2, 2, 5, 6. So whenever you see a 4, 2 sign, your mind just wants to place a 6 after it, okay? All right, girls and boys. Why would that be your choice? I don't understand. Why would you do that? Oh! Parallel this. Okay, if you decided to go with this voicing, think of it this way. The 2 chord is here, right? What do you do in basic voice leading patterns with chords in the same inversion a second apart? You go in contrary motion with the bass. That still holds true for this. Even though the bass doesn't change, you can kind of feel like it does. And if this is the voicing you start with, you have to go in contrary motion like that. Always, contrary motion isn't the right word. But if it would be contrary motion to the root, I don't know that that's an excellent way to think about that. I'm not sure. I can understand it. But what you can understand is parallel fifths are wrong. They never happen. Okay? Okay? So that's not what we're going to do. Now think of this. You could do essentially the same thing. Say you say, Dr. Durant, I'm determined to go up. Okay? Well, you're up. Parallel fourths are fine. Okay? Faux bardon and all of that crap. I made an illusion. Faux bardon. Faux bardon.
Oh,
The stuff. It's aged single
thing.
malt.
I know it, get it.
Fake bourbon. Okay. So I think I'm going to switch back to this. And let's just say that's my voicing. The next thing, autopilot, 4/2 chords, even when they're not dominant, still go to first inversion chords. Now, I saw a lot of badness going across the bar line here. Not all of the badness was wrong. Okay? Like, it's like being bad when you're rich. It's bad, but it's apparently not wrong. Now, that's a 565 chord, right? So, no, it's not. It's a 765 chord. 765. Okay, we all know that inversions of seventh chords include all voices. Okay? So you don't get to leave one out. F sharp, A, C, E flat, or E. This is a half. My bad. It's a half diminished seventh chord. Now, this is going to go to a 106 chord. Now, it's A-OK to double the bass on this chord. Normally, I don't approve of that, but when it's coming from a 5-6-5 or a 7-6-5 chord, it's kind of okay. It's kind of okay. I'm missing an F sharp, aren't I? There are so many things wrong with this chord. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Okay, kind of like your junior year in high school. That didn't happen. I was awkward then. Okay. Now, that's the correct chord, right? Now we're cooking on gas. Okay, so this has to resolve, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have 2 doubling the bass. Okay? You see that? Normally that's not where we go with that. Now, this is a perfection fifth. It can't just do any old thing, but we know it's going there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Next in line is this. Now, there's a lot of things that could go on here, but let me tell you what I would do. And I think you would recognize this in me. That's what I would do. I would double the root and fill out the chord, making sure I neither lied, cheated, nor stole to get there. Well, what's the fun of that? Okay, another 65 chord, again a half diminished 7th chord. How do we resolve half diminished 7th chords? Really the same guidelines that are fully diminished 7th chords.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to go back down here, and I'm going to keep as many common tones as I can because that's just the way I am. So I've really come back to this again. There's no need for the F sharp. All right, so when I do this, here's the thing. When I go to this chord here, I'm just sort of, these are the same chords, sort of. Okay, 5 and 7. We use them the same way, so we're just thinking of this as a revoicing. And I think if that's the case, we just need to look at how our octaves and fifths are approached. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the next chord is 4-2 chord, so we know that a 6th chord's coming next, and then again a revoicing of the 7 chord to the 5 chord. Okay, so here I would do nothing. Here I would do something. This is there's several ways you could go here. The question is, what would I do?
Mm.
Okay, can any of you do it without crossing any of the voices? Now it's okay to cross voices unless it's tenor and bass. You can't do that. Okay, So, let's hear it. What's your answer? Read, tell me the 10 or up. Okay, all of you mumbling the right answers. I'm not going to give you credit for it because I know what you're saying. I'm going to say it definely. Definely. Definitely. E! H-R! C! Okay, I could have done things differently and it still might have been correct. But that's what I would do. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, he leaped a fourth. Okay, it is a perfect fourth and it is a huge leap for basic voice leading pattern. But what I did was, you know, the other thing I didn't do was double the beat. Because that's wrong. Alright? Alright, so don't hurt me. Alright, so now I would probably choose to go incomplete there. If it is 5/7, it is 5/7. And then that. Are we all good with that? Okay, we have homework due on Monday. Take it out. The first example is fairly challenging. And I started a little bit late today, so we'll go late to make up for it.
I mean, I'll look for it.
Oh, never mind, yeah.
Have we all found our homework for Monday? I probably do.
Yes, can I have an extra one too, please?
Maybe.
Alright.
Does it say homework 9? Yes. All right. Given the fact that I give you a B flat, oh goody, we're in G. Anybody needs one? Oh, that's quick.
Ready to hear it?
Didn't need it.
Okay.
That is not true at all. That is not true at all.
I have no more homeworks. We're flying without instruments.
But if you would read it down.
G minor?
Mm-hmm.
Let me borrow your pen.
That is not true. That is 100%.
Okay, given that I made you do that, the choice is difficult to make this work correctly. So it should be down. Excuse my notes there. Okay, this is a Neapolitan 6-chord. This is 7, fully diminished 7 to 5. This is 5. This is the German 6-chord. This is cadential 6/4 to 5 to 1. That's a big mess. Okay. You can't do the most obvious thing here, which is kind of like this. Okay, that seems like the most obvious thing to do, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Now here, C sharp E G, B flat. Okay, do you see how we've ended up with a fifth there? Yes? A diminished fifth. That means the resolution to that chord is there, and we cannot double